What is going on, everybody? Gavin Powers Exotics back at it again with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be building an outdoor betta fish patio pond. Now, we're inside the zoo building right now. As you can see, we got some of the walls put up. We've got some cages over here with some animals in them. Just some little quarantine cages I have over there. So yeah, we're going to be doing like I just said, outdoor patio pond for a betta fish. Now, a lot of people haven't really seen this done much on YouTube. I've seen like one video where someone had some outdoor pond betta fish, but yeah, I haven't really seen anyone do like an actual just dedicated like patio pond for a betta fish. It's mostly just cool tanks and stuff. So we're gonna be doing a patio pond. First off, I know betta fish cannot survive the winters here, but the summer times are fine because it gets like 80 to 100 degrees outside around this time of year. So for a couple months, I can be outside, and then I can move the pond inside in the wintertime when it gets cold. That's the plan. So no, the fish is not going to be out here in the wintertime, roughing it through the cold winters. That's not going to be happening. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get right into it and get the pond down here at the zoo. So stay tuned. Okay, we're up here by the pond. My chickens are mad. Anyways, we had a fox kill one of our chickens, so we had to put them in a temporary cage. So upgrades coming to them soon. So they're in there for their own safety. So with the big pool pond, I dismantled the smaller pool pond and put all the fish in there in here. Ooh, I'm out of breath because I had to run from the building down there all the way up here. So yeah, toe, get on. Anyways, this is the pond we're working with. I need to clean it out a little bit because there's a lot of this stringy algae, and I don't want a betta getting caught in that. And there's some filter floss from a filter that I don't know what to do with all that filter floss though. So that's going to be a pain to deal with, but I'll find a way to manage it, hopefully. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, this is like a 25, 30 gallon pond. I got algae all over me. 25, 30 gallon pond. So I could put the betta in here, and I actually could get it some tank mates. Not other bettas, of course, but like, you know, if I want to get like some neon tetras maybe, or maybe some like wild type platies and stuff. So not brightly colored, not long fin fish. I could actually do that. And it would probably work pretty well. So actually I should be saving this. This is good filter media in it. I should not be wasting that. So this pond has actually been set up outside for like 2.5, 3 years now. So do not worry about it not being cycled. I have a lot of saliva in my mouth. That's why I sound like I'm dying constantly. I don't know why. I've been sick lately, so that's probably why. But yeah, so this is gonna be the pond we're working with. I'm gonna dump it out probably. I say probably, I am gonna dump it out. And then, yeah, so actually we're gonna come over here and check on Gunther. You haven't seen Gunther in a video yet. This is Gunther. He's a new exotic cat. Guess what he is down in the comments. He's actually a cross of a couple different things. So yeah, guess what he is down in the comments. Of course, we got Hamilton's cage, which we weeded the cage the other day, so we cut the grass down. And this is why he needs his new cage at the other end of the zoo. There, he's getting a 10 by 20 instead of a 10 by 10. So it's gonna be this as big as Gunther's cage. Gunther's gonna be getting a more enrichment in the cage because he goes inside. It's just he stays out here during the daytime and he comes inside and sleeps at night in his outdoor cage. So yeah, the cage is kind of a little bit flooded right there, and he's in his house back there. I gave him a new house yesterday and he tore it up. He didn't want it. So yeah, he's getting a 10 by 20, and Gunther's getting more climbing structures in his new cage, but I'm not doing that till I get down to the zoo because they should be down there in about a week or two. So yeah, they'll just have to tough it out till then. And until then, I actually have to find a way to get this down there, which is probably gonna be easier than it sounds. Because I could drag it. The minivan's dead. I can't take the minivan. I used to move this pond with the minivan. I don't have a truck right now that can take it. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. Actually, wait, I have a wagon. I'll be right back. I have encountered my first issue. That's too heavy for me to get onto the wagon. So I have to dump some water out. I'm gonna move the filter media so that way we don't lose it, because it's so valuable. This is where like most of our beneficial bacteria is. And yeah, so if we lose this, then, I mean, it'll still be cycled because the dirt and all here is really old, but I don't know. I'd rather not risk it. Ugh. Dumping some water out. Get a lot of that bad algae out there. That's a lot of stringy algae that needs to be gone, getting out of here. Okay, but yeah, so pond, liftable now. Put it in here. Then I have to find a way. I don't want to take that pump down there, but I kind of have to take that pump down there to pump water from one of the other ponds into this pond. So that's going to be a pain. So stick with me and we'll get to that whenever we get to it. You see, I'm just a genius, and as a genius, I came up with I just came up with a great idea. A water tank. Put water in it, because it's a water tank. You put water in it, and bring it down to the building and fill it up. Because we were using this because we had the cows in a portable cage, moving the portable cage around the front yard, and of course the hose pipe didn't run that far, so we were using this because I don't have a water system down there yet. I'm gonna probably run a hose underground, bring it down there, so that way I can actually have water down there. And instead of having to bring buckets back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all day to water the animals. But in the meantime, I don't have that. So we can use this bad boy. But the issue still stands. I don't have a truck. And this is probably too big to go on the wagon. So then again, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm not that smart. I lied about the genius part. I just wanted y'all to think I was cool. The goats are back talking to me. Anywho, yeah. I also had to feed the chickens too. I have to feed them real quick. It's been raining really bad lately. So like, yeah, it's all muggy out here, and I don't even want to be outside right now, but I needed to make a YouTube video. So, I kind of had to be out here. Anywho, or, I said I could fill the pond up. I could fill the pond up while it's on the wagon and then move it down there, because I don't need it to be filled but up to like right here. Because I have holes drilled right here, so that way the pond doesn't overflow if it rains really heavy, and that way the fish don't spill at the top, because I had that happen before. Check out this video for that. So yeah. I gotta figure out how to link a video there. But yeah, I had a video that happened. That's all just a bunch of algae on the ground that looks really gross. And the ground was already pretty much this wet before I knocked the pond out. But now it's even wetter. And yeah, that's another issue I got down there at the building. The reason the cages aren't down there yet is I gotta figure out a way to make them not flood. Because it doesn't flood, but I don't want my animals walking around on like just muggy ground for a day or two after it rains. Because that's not good for their feet. And they'll get bacterial infections on their feet. So it's an issue I'm running into. I could get dirt laid down over there, but I don't know how long that's gonna take. I could lay concrete down, but that's going to be really expensive. And I'm considering the concrete idea because it might be cheaper than I think. I might lay the concrete down, but I'm also thinking about just putting the cages there, putting boards around the front of the cages, and so that way the water coming downhill doesn't get in the cage, and then putting a drain in the back that comes out into, and I dig a ditch behind the building and the water flows into that ditch. I'm considering that, but I don't know yet. I'm thinking that's going to be the best option because it'll work. It'll be the cheapest, but I'll probably have to leave the cages down there without the animals in them for a little while, to see if that even works. Because if I have the animals down there and it doesn't work, then I've kind of screwed up. But then I have to deal with the animals maybe being in there for a week or two, being in a tiny cage, because their big cages are down there. Because I'm reusing these panels. I'm not buying completely new panels. I'm buying a couple new panels. But for the most part, these cages are getting reused. And just getting like new tops over the cages and stuff, and new dig liners. So, yeah. A little bit of a pickle there. Really don't know what to do. But anyways, we gotta get back to the pond. I've been talking a lot about the zoo. We gotta get back to the fish pond build, so get right back to it. Okay, so I moved the pond down here, corner of the building, get some good sunlight, but also get some good shade. I have some lizards in those two cages. Get some good sunlight, but also gets good shade. I didn't want to put it directly behind the building because I have plans for other stuff right here. So a nice corner of the building right here. I can run a little cord out here and here, put a filter on it. One of the goats is out. She's all the way over there. We'll deal with her later. Anywho, zoom out. Yeah, so we're gonna build her down in here. I gotta figure out how to get the water down here. And once the water's down here, I have a filter. We'll go find the filter. Also, it's been raining really bad. I haven't had the chance to cut the grass, and we just found the weed eater, so the grass is really long. I need to bring the goats down here to cut the grass down, but I don't want to get goat poop everywhere. Anyways, I have that filter right there. There's nothing in this pond, so it doesn't need the filter, so you know, I can just do a trade-off real quick, and should be good to go there. But yeah, we're gonna figure out, see if I can find another filter, because I kind of like the look of the filter there, because I kind of want to decorate this pond up. There's no animals in here. I was wanting to do like baby turtles in here, but I'm not sure yet. Really don't know, so we'll figure this out in a minute. We have resorted to filling a bucket and then bringing it all the way over there. So yeah, the grass is really tall. Like I said, lawnmower's broke, weed eater's broke, and the cows escaped their portable pen over there. So we're kind of doing what we can deal with here. So yeah, water filling. Okay, so the water's in the pond, but one issue, it disturbed everything. And I have all the filter media and this Easter egg. Fill that up right there. Let it absorb all the water so that way the filter media bacteria does not die. There you go. I'm gonna have to put a filter on this, let this clear it for a couple hours, then we'll be moving the fish into the pond. And while we are in the animal building, I'm gonna introduce you to the fish that is gonna be going in the pond. This fish. Comment her name down below, because she looks just like my first BETTA I ever got in middle school. Pop up a picture of that right there. His name was Ricardo. Now, I was gonna name her Ricardo because, you know, but I named my second betta fish Ricardo because I had Ricardo. I wanted Ricardo. So, yeah. Also, that's just Spanish for Richard, apparently. So, his name was Richard, I guess. Anywho, I got her. She's gonna go in the pond, and I'm gonna put a bird cover over the pond. I have it up there at the house, so I'm not gonna put that on video because the video is already getting kind of long. So yeah, comment a name down below for Ricardo. And also Ricardo, in the picture I popped up, his fins are a little raggedy. I didn't know what I was doing when I got him. I knew what cycling was, so I cycled his tank, but I had him in a 3-gallon. This was back in like 2018. So I think back then the minimum tank size was like 2.5 gallons, and now it's 5 gallons. So he got fin rot because he cut it. I had plastic plants in there. I didn't know you needed silk or live. So he cut his fins with plastic plant, got fin rot. That's why his fins are kind of raggedy. And he was also like 5 years old in that photo. So yeah, but anyways, cut right when we were at the store, and when I got mystery named new betta, get back to you whenever we're back from the pet store, like a couple hours ago. Okay, so the fish here has been acclimating for a little while now. And you see the water is pretty clear. You can see I had all the way down the bottom. It's just we got a little bit of algae floating on the top, and when you disturb it, it kind of goes around. When the filter runs for another day or two, that'll clear up pretty well. So we're actually gonna be putting the fish into the pond. I'm gonna open, give me a second. Okay, so I drained the water really low, so that way a lot of this PetSmart water wouldn't get in there. You can see she's barely in the water, and we're gonna put her in the pond, and off she goes. Oh, she's really pretty here. She stands out really well. There, I have some reptile soil and stuff under there, some sand that didn't get wet last night, surprisingly. So yeah, oh, where'd she go? She's in here somewhere. Hopefully this filter will clear the pond up here in the next little, oh, there she is right there. She's out there, she's gonna hang out near the filter. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice pretty little betta. She's gonna hang out in here, and I'll be giving you guys updates on her as time goes on. So yeah, drop a name suggestion down in the link below, or not, well, I said the link below, the comments down below. Drop a name suggestion for her, and yeah, hopefully she'll be a cool little betta for the channel. I'm gonna get her bird guard. I'm using an old trampoline netting her on the sides to go build a bird cover. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.